Welcome to the Mighty Baker Podcast. I am Pete Tidwell, your host. I am a custom cake artist, bakery business coach, certified life coach, and the CEO at my bakery business, The Mighty Baker. You might have seen me winning Food Network's Cake Wars, competing on Halloween Baking Championship, or have tasted one of my delicious custom cakes or desserts. Either way, I am so happy that you're here today. I'm obsessed with the art of baking and caking, but I'm even more passionate about helping others live a happy life. Join me here every Wednesday as I share highlights and learnings from my ongoing journey as a bakery business owner. I will also be sharing positive mindset tips and business and life tips along the way, as well as inviting some of my baker friends that I have met over the years on TV baking competition shows. It's going to be a blast, and we are going to have so much fun because here in the world of the Mighty Baker, cake is life. So come on, and let's jump right in the mixing bowl and see what is being mixed up and discussed in this week's episode of the Mighty Baker Podcast. Let's go. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is episode 39. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Our last two episodes have covered courage and action. And this is part of a four-part series I'm doing with four topics or four areas that I am very passionate about implementing in my life, and I feel like is very important for everybody to implement in their life if they want to become a mightier version of themselves and to grow and to develop their self and believe in their self more deeply, because that is something to enable yourself with before you jump into business. Or if you're already in business, let's get this implemented so that you can have a more healthy entrepreneur business life. And if you haven't listened to the last two episodes, go back and listen to the last two episodes and enjoy them, and then come back and listen to this one. So this one is going to be focused on kindness towards self and others. And this is a key one. And kindness to self and others. First, we're going to talk about kindness to others, and then we're going to talk about kindness to ourselves, because that's a little bit of a bigger one, even though both are very extremely important. But this is something very important in business to get. Because, so kindness to others, first off, I wish I could just say, just be kind and courteous of other humans. I wish it was as easy and natural as that. But I think as humans, unfortunately, that doesn't happen all the time. But I'm going to talk about some thoughts and feelings that I have about this, and based on my experience that I've had. In my opinion, kindness means not being judgmental of others and being curious instead, with a desire to learn and maybe not fully understand why others are the way that they are, but to be curious about it, because we waste so much time and so much energy judging other people and comparing ourselves with other people and almost like measuring up to others. Everybody's experience is completely different. Everybody's completely different. And you can take learnings from other people, but you need to find your own journey and not get stuck in that judgment area or comparing yourself with others, because that's going to shut you down. And this is what I want to really put out there, is to provide others with the same kindness that you want from other people. And I think especially that comes with, of course, people in general, but within your industry. Like if you're in the bakery industry, for instance, right? That's what I talk about. That's what my specialty is. Especially kindness with competitors. Obviously, you're competing in business, but sometimes we miss out on some very amazing opportunities because sometimes we see our competitors, especially our close competitors, and we see them as bad, and we see them as things to overcome. But competition in business is a really good thing for many reasons. We could have many episodes about that. But there are some very interesting ways that you could work with even your closest competitors that could create and forge a mutually beneficial business relationship. Take that into consideration. I've had a couple experiences there that I'll probably share in future episodes. But we're going to go on to the next one, because be kind to others. Just treat others with the same respect and kindness that you want to receive. That's the best advice when it comes to that. The rest of this episode, we're going to be talking about kindness to yourself. Okay? So kindness is being kind to yourself regarding your physical health as well as your mental health. In regards to physical health, I'm going to keep it simple because I'm not an expert on this, but this is some things that I have learned from other people and things that I've implemented that have helped me. So for me, sleep at least 7 hours per night, exercise even, and exercise is sometimes a hard one for people, like just going to the gym or whatever it may be, but even a 30-minute walk to a 60-minute walk every day can do wonders for you. I am not going to talk about nutrition very much because there are myriads of resources and I'm not an expert in the area. For me, I try to cut back on my sugar intake, which is funny because I'm a baker, but I do. I still eat it from time to time because I got to test my things from time to time. But cut back on my sugar intake and drink plenty of water each day and try to eat protein-rich foods and eat more vegetables and fruits and try to put good things in my body. And really, my biggest thing is I really focus on how my body feels after I eat certain things. So being in touch with my body and how I feel and being in touch with that and knowing what my body needs. And that's an individual thing that each person needs to kind of go through and figure out. And there's, of course, different medical reasons and different things that people need to eat differently. But that's why I'm not going to talk too much there because I'm not an expert in nutrition or exercise or any of those kind of things. Another area is meditation and yoga. Those are great. And those are both great for mental health as well as your physical health. Another one in that category that I do on a regular basis is contrast therapy. This is the combination of hot and cold exposure, so sauna and cold plunges. And if you want to learn more about this realm, go listen to Susanna Soberg or Andrew Huberman, to name a few. And you can learn myriads about this. I do it twice a week, and it helps with my physical health. It has helped me recover from my back sprain that I had, and also it helps with my mental health. It helps with, and there's been studies done on dopamine levels and other things, and go listen to Susanna Soberg on that. But it's amazing. I go on Tuesdays and Thursdays every day, every week, and I feel like gold, and I feel like that mental extra kind of high that comes from it is incredible, and I'm addicted to it. It's amazing. It's something that I live by and really helps me every week. So now, when it comes to your mental health, we're going to spend the next 5 minutes on this, probably the rest of the episode, is be kind to yourself. Yeah, I'm talking to you who are listening or watching this on YouTube or listening on the podcast. Be kind to yourself. This is also me telling myself this because I really re-listen to my podcasts as well when I get into places where I need my own advice sometimes, which is kind of funny. But be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be rude to yourself. There are some thoughts about myself over the years that I would never say to another human, but yet the thoughts still come up in my brain often. How do we silence those thoughts? Is that even possible? Well, I haven't been able to figure out that one, but what I do know is that I can become aware of them and I can then have power over them. Often we let those thoughts have power over us and we get into cyclical patterns of depression and feeling not well about ourselves. And we get into these places where we just feel just low and down and we don't feel happy and we don't feel good about ourselves. And we can get out of that. And I've been listening to a few different things lately and coming to the realization that you don't have to take those as truth about yourself. And I listened to this guy, let's see, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I follow him on TikTok, and I love listening to his content because he talks a lot about meditation and about our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, and talks about some very incredible things. And I'm not going to even close to try to, go into that. So go listen to his stuff. But the one thing I will mention is he talks about how the majority of our thoughts we have in our brain every day, upwards, I think he said about 90% of our thoughts are just programmed thought patterns that we have practiced throughout our lives. Whether that's passed on through culture or family or whatever it may be, that we've just practiced them for so long that they just kind of become written in our minds, and we just go, and it's a program we just go through. Lately, I've been listening to a few Tony Robbins things as well. My coach was a member of Tony Robbins membership for a while, and he talks about him all the time. So I listened to something with him the other day, and he was talking about something so interesting, and it kind of connected with this very well. But he was talking about pattern recognition in our lives. And this has so many applications, not just in the brain and thoughts. That's where I'm going to take it right now. But in this case, I want to point out that if we're not happy with the thoughts that we have each day and the ways that they make us feel, we can first recognize the thought patterns. This is awareness, becoming aware. So next time you feel like crap and you're feeling down and not good about yourself, write down on paper what thoughts are looping in your mind to get some insight into what is going on in your brain so that you can move on and you can create the life and the business entrepreneur life that you want. And you can do that. Now, once you're aware of the thought patterns, you can create new thought patterns by introducing them into your life via notes of like reminders to yourself, listening to positive thought affirmations. And doing this at nighttime in a meditation is smart because you can begin reprogramming your subconscious brain over time. And there's a lot of really cool research there as well that I'm in the process of looking through. And I think it's very intriguing area to look into. And it's so interesting in this area. And you can tell that I'm very passionate about these subjects. This is an area that I've really been focusing on the last couple years, especially. In 2020, I decided to apply to the life coach school, life coaching certification. And I was certified in 2021 as a life coach through the life coach school that was created about 17 years ago by Brooke Castillo. And it's incredible. And I became a certified life coach, and a lot of it's focused, actually all of it, of course, is focused on thought work. And if you're any interested in, what that is all about, go listen to the first 24 episodes of my podcast, because that is everything that I learned about and in life coach school, and how I've applied that and things that you can apply to your life and how powerful that is. And I love it. It's so exciting. And I'm so excited to be able to team this up with business principles, because we can teach all the business, all the things you need to know about business and marketing and getting customers and strategy and building a business that's smart and that's going to be profitable and grow. And then team that up with amazing mindset skills that you can self-coach yourself and that you can get yourself in that mind space. And that's an incredible space. So we're going to finish off with a couple thoughts here. So remember, you are amazing. You are uniquely you. You don't need to try to become like other people. Find yourself. It's a process, but it's possible. I'm in it right now, and it is possible. Some days are very hard, but I keep pushing through because I know that the growth is on the other side of that. It's possible. It takes effort and focus and dealing with past traumas and pushing through uncomfortable days that are not fun. But it is so incredible and so empowering. There is so much power in it. So here's a challenge for me, for you, for everybody listening. Go work on finding yourself. Learn to love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Cultivate a belief in oneself and solidify that self-belief, and you will be unstoppable. Love you all. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. This is episode 39, and I am just stoked about the future of this podcast and the amazing things that I'm going to share on here that I feel will really help listeners out there. And if there's anything you want me to talk about on my podcast and you're a listener, please reach out to me or give us a review, rate us on whatever platform you listen to this. And I just hope that all of you have a fantastic day and that your January is treating you well and that you have an amazing week and an amazing day. Love you all. See you later. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Season 2 is going to be incredible, so please keep joining us. The Mighty Baker has a lot of exciting things going on. Head to themightybaker.com or follow us on social media at The Mighty Baker to stay updated on what we have coming down the pipeline. Are you or someone you know a bakery business owner? If so, you gotta check out my bakery business coaching. I am now taking on one-on-one clients and helping them create sweet success in their bakery business and their life. Head to bakerybusinesscoach.com to learn more about my coaching program and sign up for a free 30-minute coaching session. I want to coach you on any bakery business problem that is holding you back from growing and from enjoying your everyday life. Please join us next time on the Mighty Baker podcast. This is your host, Pete Tidwell, signing off and reminding you to make your day a mighty one.